Right now, the time is 5:40, and this forecast is serving up a whole lot of severe weather for us.
Is this like the craziest stretch of days that we've seen since I've worked here at 13 WMAZ? And it's because the models are just like missing things left and right. But it's summertime, it's prone to do that, so we take what we get and we roll with it and figure out what's going to happen. A lot of nowcasting going on, and I am nowcasting a sunrise here in the next few minutes. Check out that picture across downtown Macon. We're talking about the sun coming up in less than an hour now, I believe about just before 6:30 is the official sunrise time. But that's a nice picture with the clouds there in the foreground and beginning to clear out there in the distance as we look off to the west. 66 in Macon, 67 in Warner Robins and in Cochran, waking up to 64 in Eastman, 70 in Rochelle, and 68 in McRae. The dew points, they are in the 60s as well. That's indicative of the moisture we've got out there in the atmosphere this morning, which the showers down to the south and to the east are going to have the chance, or the south and west, I should say, are going to have the chance to work with as we work our way through the morning hours and into the afternoon. So if you were watching yesterday morning, we were talking about 3 rounds of systems coming through central Georgia. What you see down into southeastern Alabama moving to the southeast, that is round 3. What was not on Future View yesterday morning was what's between Birmingham and Montgomery right now, extending back into Mississippi. So this showers and storms between Montgomery and Dothan sliding down into the Florida Panhandle, they have a southerly component to it, right? Well, this cluster here has a northerly component to it, and this one is moving more easterly. So we're thinking that the showers and storms between Birmingham and Montgomery are going to move towards central Georgia, and then I don't know what that's going to do, but we're going to find out right here over the course of the next couple of hours. As of now, it's technically moving towards us, so we'll see on all of this. Nonetheless, a level 1 risk severe weather day here in central Georgia, but keep in mind this level 1 was put out when those showers and storms back into Mississippi and Alabama, those northerly storms, didn't exist. So here's future view. Notice when it started, it didn't have what's going on between Birmingham and Montgomery on it or what was in Mississippi. So it's trying to predict what's in southern Alabama right now, moving down to the south, and it's just completely missing what's going on in northern Alabama and Mississippi. So I do think later this morning, and as we get closer to the noon hour, we will see showers and storms in here as those continue to move towards the east. And then later on this afternoon and evening, we're going to see more showers and storms, but these are going to be more of the summertime variety, moving from northwest to southeast. Gusty winds and maybe some small hail will be possible. On into tomorrow morning will be dry, but then even tomorrow out in Mississippi and Alabama, still dealing with storms out there. So just be glad we're not out there, because man, you think we've seen a lot of rain, just look out to the west and they've seen even more. Speaking of that, a flood watch in effect until this evening. That's going to be through Monroe County, Jones, Twiggs, Bleckley, down towards Dodge and Telfair counties, and then areas to the west of that. And this is because yesterday we picked up a ton of rainfall. No secret about it. Some spots saw over 6 inches of rain. That little small dot right there in Macon County, that's 7.4 inches, 6.1 there. That's going to be southern Houston County, even Bleckley County, close to 3 inches of rain. Yeah, you're not getting 67, but 3 inches of rain isn't nothing. And over the course of the past several weeks, we've been fairly dry here in central Georgia, so the rainfall is welcome, and we're going to add to it here in the next few days. So between now and Saturday morning, don't pay attention to these exact numbers, but the pattern, generally speaking, we could add an inch or 3 inches of rain to the total rainfall before all is said and done. And here's how we're going to do it. On into Saturday afternoon, we'll be dry. Then into Sunday, looks like another round of storms out into Alabama. Looks to stay primarily to the west of us, at least as of now. Then into next week, looks like we're looking at a wet stretch of days here in central Georgia once again. Today, headed for a high temperature right around 81, 89 tomorrow. And then for Father's Day weekend, highs in the 90s. Rain chances a bit lower, 30% for Saturday, 40% on Sunday, and then 60% as we work our way to the first day of summer.